Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. My name's Cody and I've been making a few more minor adjustments. I just haven't been able to help myself off screen, but I've tried to keep it small this time, mainly just symmetry stuff. For example, lining up this door with this. Previously it was a couple spaces over. A couple of people in the comments were like, what? And like this had, 4 spaces here, but there was only 1 space on this side, so I widened out this area. Just a few little quality of life things. I replaced the pink with white once I realized I could make white ink, thanks to the commenters who pointed out that I could use bone meal for that. So I've also been getting some feedback though that it's a bit difficult to keep track of the house compared to previous seasons because I do so much off screen. And in season 1, for example, I did a lot of building the main stuff on screen. So I want to find a way to inject personality into all these areas. I want to name each, I want to give a name and purpose to sort of each area that I build. And I've already sort of got an idea for this because I love a tradition that I started of naming things after Legend of Dragoon characters. So the house itself, I'm not going to reveal the name of for now, but I'm going to officially christen it when I feel like the house is sealed off and complete. It doesn't have a front wall. Actually, I'm considering whether I should have a front wall at all, or if I should just like expand this area with walls and stuff until this is, my house, and then I can name it. But yeah, so what I want to do is, see, for example, this area. This is the docks. This goes out onto the waterfront. So we're going to name it. We're going to name it Meru, after Meru, who is the water elemental character in our game. And over here is the bedroom area, where, I get my supplies and I heal up. I think that makes sense with the healing member of our party, Shana. If we go out here, hopefully this will help everyone, just sort of remember each of the areas, just give each area a bit of personality. Over here, the gardening area, we're going to name it Albert after Albert, the wind elemental and also gardening lover. Gardening lover here, so he gets the garden. So this is the Albert area, aka the garden. Over here is an area that, look, it doesn't currently have a purpose. I just wanted it to be more symmetrical, and I sort of had a bit of hollowed out space. I'm thinking of making this an art gallery or something, just like having a bunch of paintings up on the wall, or doing something with it in that sense. And since it's a room that I have but I don't really use very much, I'm going to name this Hashel, after a character in Legend of Dragoon that I don't use very much. Let's see. We've also got a couple more areas here. So this, I've been reconfiguring this area into putting all of the boxes over here because boxes were being scattered around. Like, for example, I've got super supplies, which is like weapons, coal, food supplies. A witch attacked me and I got a potion. Dangerous dirt, which, as you can see, it's a very dangerous amount of dirt. Cool cobblestone. Wild wood, which there's not that much of because I've been building my whole housing area out of wood. Precious plants, which is, I'm going to just put everything plantery, and like these squid ink sacks because they sort of count in the same sort of category as the other dyes. And I ran out of things that I thought for blocks, and I was like, what should I do? I know. And there's just assorted blocks. So this is where, all of our stuff, all of our supplies are, and who's strong enough to carry all of our stuff? It is obviously the strongest member of our party, Kongol. And of course, back here is the fan favorite. Apparently, people say they love this little this idea of a little backyard. I got a few people saying that, and since I created it because I was running away from a zombie at the door, you could say I was darting away from it, like Dart, the main character of the Legend of Dragoon. Naming things, naming things, naming things is fun for us. And finally, for now, this is, I forget, if I put this here, will I still be able to go down? I'll put it here for safekeeping. This is the darkness that we're going to go into. So, obviously, the darkness elemental character Rose is the best fit here. So that's, yeah. Now we have very clearly named, nice areas. This is the house as it stands now. It's mostly the house from the previous episode, except with some, I redid the lights, widened some stuff out. I'm really happy with how it's going thus far. I think I want to move this water area. It's sort of just not in sync with everything else. But yeah, so what I've prepared for, you can see, is a journey underground. So now that we've successfully named everything, let's head down to Zombie Land. Hello. How are you? You're dead. Well, you're already dead, but now you're undead. So, yeah, I had a cursory look around here, but... oh, good morning. Hold on. Okay, that was at a range, huh? I had a cursory look around here, but there's a lot I haven't explored. For example, I haven't been down the pit of death, which, you know, it's one of those things that you don't really do when you don't have the supplies you want with you. And I haven't been through here. Wow, this is a... I know it doesn't really... I have plenty of torches, but I didn't mean to put two in a row there. And this... Okay, this is sort of just a nice mining area in general, but I think our best bet for finding rare and cool stuff is the pit into darkness. Which for some reason always has loading troubles whenever I go over here, loading in the world. So a trick that I learned is, if you can, always carry a bucket of water around with you, because then you can sort of ease your way down a lot of places that... Hold on, there's mushrooms or something down there. And then I'll be able to just swim that way back up. So you can ease our way down here. Ease our way down here, and wow! That's the Grand Canyon. What's going on here? Why are there mushrooms so eagerly growing over here? What are we going to do? Alright, we want to, I guess, well, just keep going along here. I want to see what's over here. Oh, it just goes into a deep crevice. There's, looks like lapis lazuli down there, which is very nice. But how are we gonna get down there? I probably could have saved the water for this one, but I also have just like a lot of dirt, so we should be fine. Let's carefully creep our way around here. Don't want to risk it. Oh, I can see some lava down there. This is a gold mine, or I suppose a lapis lazuli mine, and a coal mine. Haven't seen any gold yet, but you never know. And alright, how are we gonna do this? have we got any good supplies for this stuff? Well, I suppose yes we have. Oh. But right now I'm just being careful because who knows what could be lurking in the deeps. Usually it's zombies or skeletons, which also have to be lurking on the surface, hey, but let's just keep, because this is a deep, and yeah, this is a deep canyon, and we've found some steel, which we are going to steal. Well, actually, stealing would imply it's someone else's property, so we're just borrowing it from the earth to whence it will return, which is, I assume, what it does when it just breaks after use. It returns to the earth. That sounds like a nice way of putting it. What's we gonna do when there's a giant canyon? What we're gonna do is, I guess, just put a bunch of dirt all over the place because we live a glamorous life. Wow, look at this. There is a... I know I've already said like 4 times that there is a huge canyon here, but it does bear repeating because the canyon here is very large. Alright, so let's start making our way down. Alright, this is the first time in this series so far that my commentary's sort of been a bit non-existent, but that's because it's also the first time we've been in danger of losing a whole set of equipment because I was careless and didn't fall down properly, and that's not the kind of mistake that I'm interested in making. What kind of mistake am I interested in making, you may ask? I don't know. The kind of mistake that we can all laugh about and say, ha ha ha, remember that mistake that didn't take away all of Cody's stuff? That was a good mistake. Look, zombies, there's no real reason to use a bow and arrow on zombies, because they're sort of like the least, they're just slow and melee, but I really wanted to try out my new bow. Let's continue. I hope I can remember the way back. I think it should be fairly self-evident because actually, let's not. Ooh! And now it's a gold mine. I'm going to see you in the next episode.